Good afternoon, everybody. We are the Two Old Farts. My name is Chuck.
And I'm Lou. I'm the better looking of the old two old farts.
Well, again, that's a damn dirty lie.
Yeah.
But more
Sorry, Vince.
importantly, you are the reason why we didn't get this done yesterday and we almost didn't get it done today. Tell our listeners what happened.
You didn't follow instructions very well. I
What do you
tried
mean
to
I
tell you.
didn't?
You know what you do? You know what happens when you give old man a piece of equipment?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when two old farts attempt to do a podcast. I had to go over during lunch today to show him how to do something very, very technical, like unmute his microphone. So then, ladies and gentlemen, he kept it up all afternoon so we could do the podcast this afternoon. Literally seconds, people, seconds before we started the podcast. I don't know what he did. Next thing you know, he unplugged something, plugged something back in, and guess what? His microphone was muted again. And he couldn't get it undone. I don't know what he did. So then I had to call my mom. And I'm like, Mom, Dad did it again. Dad did it again.
So, now think about all the memories you're creating. So when I'm gone, you can think about all the stuff that pissed you off that you can laugh about.
Oh, man. People, this man needs help. He thinks he's good looking.
Hey, my two granddaughters said I was the better looking of the two. That's all that counts.
They were lying. They were just trying to be nice.
No way. I saw you try to pay him underneath the counter,
Hey,
but that didn't work.
Hey, more money might have done it. More money might have done it. But
so what you been up to?
You know what I've been up to? I've been looking at the statistics of this podcast. Believe it or not, a few people at work have heard of it. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can.
You can what? You can believe that?
I can believe that.
Well, we are up to 128 all-time downloads. Can you believe that, old man?
No, that's pretty awesome. 120?
Yes, 28.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Give a big old applause.
Shoo, I had to stop. That was kind of loud, wasn't it? How's this?
What?
All right, that's cool.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. How about this one? Did you hear that?
I heard that. Speaking of hearing, I'm finally getting some new hearing aids tomorrow. I got approved to go through community cares, and I thought it was going to take like 6 months, but they'll be in tomorrow. And so I'm pretty excited about getting some new hearing aids. Hopefully, they'll be a little bit better than what I have right now.
That's good. That's great. How long will it take for them to, get the hearing aids to you after your visit?
Actually, with community cares, it took me about 5 weeks to get approved and get the exam and get the hearing aids. Okay. So that wasn't too bad. And I'm gonna give a big shout out to Connect Hearing. So if anybody's listening and you need to a good hearing aid company or a place, Connect Hearing. And if you're in San Antonio, go to the one on San Pedro. See Dr. Jamie Massey. She'll take care of you. She is really good. She is a doctor of audiology.
Does she know anything about podcasts and old people and microphones?
She knows about old people and they can't hear.
So like I said, we are at 128 all-time downloads, 28 of them this month alone, 3 yesterday. And so out of the 28 this month, 23 from the United States and five from the United Kingdom this month alone.
Oh wow, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think that is extremely awesome.
Yep. All right.
Just playing around with the sound. Hey, it comes with our monthly subscription.
There you go. So, what kind of concerts you been
Anticipating
to lately?
what kind of concerts have I been to?
I know we got one
Well,
coming up.
yes, we do on Saturday. John Michael Montgomery at
Yep,
where? Where at, Dad?
at Flores Country Store.
John T. Floors Country Store. Yes, sir. So the last concert I went to was at the end of April with Brenda and Mackenzie and her boyfriend to see um, Bob Schneider.
Yep.
And
So,
that
how
was
was that being with your daughter and her friend?
it was our chance to meet her boyfriend finally. It was good. We had we reserved a table and we got there early enough so we were able to sit right there in front of the stage, which I think kind of freaked out Bob Schneider because he wasn't really, I think, expecting when he came on stage to see a bunch of people sitting at tables in front of the stage. But it was pretty good. It was about a typical Bob Schneider show. He could have put a little more emphasis into it, but like I said, a good Bob Schneider show.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about Saturday night going to see John Michael Montgomery.
Yeah, it'll
Hey,
be my first time, your first time, Brenda's
yep.
first time.
He's had 10 studio albums so far, maybe
That's it.
more, but his first three went platinum.
Of course.
I didn't know that until I did some research on him, and
Yeah, John Michael Montgomery was he was he was the shit when he first came out.
yeah,
Unfortunately, country kind of like died shortly thereafter. Music on Murder on Music Road. You remember that?
yeah, oh yes,
So it kind of went rascal flats, bleached, frosted tip haircuts. So, wow, he's like my age,
yes, he is.
57.
I, yeah,
I'll be 56 in July. So yeah, we're just a year apart.
yep. Then your
That's
mom,
pretty neat.
she got a new CD player yesterday,
Oh yeah.
so we've been listening to some 50s and 60s rock and roll music back in the day, and doing all those kind of things. It's kind of neat. It was a lot of fun yesterday. Uh,
All right.
just listen to two fellows from Texas. Who do you think that would be?
Two fellows from Texas.
That
George
rock and
Strait.
roll back in the fifties and
Oh,
sixties.
rock and roll from Buddy Holly
Buddy Holly,
and rock and roll
Roy
from
Orbison.
Texas. Roy Orbison. You know
Yeah,
what?
he's from.
I just heard a song this morning on the radio. It was a Van Halen song, and they do this great guitar solo intro before it runs right into Pretty Woman. I've got to
Oh,
play it for you. I got to play it for you sometime.
all right. That's one of her favorite songs, and it, it was a good time yesterday. Just listening to that and talking about us and some of our old, mostly your mom's shenanigans, not mine, but your mom's shenanigans, what she did before she met this old fart.
Well, your shenanigans now are much funnier because it's usually you not knowing how to operate technology, which 10, 15 years ago you were quite good at. I don't know what happened.
It's called age, and not
Is
doing
that what
it
it is?
not doing it enough.
But you know
Just
what? You're
like
going to be
habits.
70. You're going to be 78 this summer, man. Can you believe that? And you
Yeah,
got a podcast.
pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah. Just like driving a car. If you don't do it very often, you kind of forget how to steer it.
I know. We're going to have to get you trained up a little bit better on technology.
Yeah. But I'll be all right. I'll figure it out. You know me, I got to touch it and feel it, then I can figure it out. If I look at it, read about it, that don't mean nothing to me. Just draw me a picture.
I I did the best I could yesterday. I just figured today might as well just drive on out to the house and show them how to work it.
That was pretty nice. Not many people have a son that would come over and do that and not slap you
That's not
around.
what you said about me when I got over there.
Well, yeah, I did too. I was very nice. I
Whatever.
hugged you and I kissed you and I did all those things that a father's supposed to do.
Crazy old coot. Oh man.
We sometimes lie too, right? Us old farts.
Yeah, we lie a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a little over 2 weeks since we did our last one. It was
Yep.
on a Sunday 2 weeks ago.
There's a lot of things going on and school getting out and Mackenzie getting
Yep,
ready
she's
for the
home from.
summer.
Yep, she's home from her freshman year at Texas State.
And
Couldn't believe it. She made it.
well, time
Doing good.
flies,
She
doesn't
got
it?
good grades. Yeah. It,
And she is
and
doing so good. I'm so proud of her.
yeah, we are too.
Yeah.
Tina will be out of school pretty soon too, won't she?
Yes. I think she's got about another 10 days or something like that. I'm not quite sure exactly how much.
Okay.
You know, she needs a break. Teachers don't get paid enough and they don't get a lot of time off. And they leave the school, their day's not over. They go home and do a lot more work, like a lot
Oh, I
of us
know.
folks do.
They sure
So,
do.
but
And they don't get enough appreciation, I think, either.
no, they don't. And I'm gonna brag on your sister just a little bit. 2 years in a
Well, I
row,
hope so.
she was selected as the teacher of the year 2 years in a row by her peer group.
Well, I'll be.
Pretty neat.
All right. Make sure you let her know that we gave her a shout out.
I'll I'll do that. I got to make sure she listens to our podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, has she even listened to it? Can you believe this, people? Out of our family, I had to almost point a gun at my wife and make her listen to one of our episodes a few months ago. Can you believe that? And I don't even think her mother has listened to it. I don't think Mackenzie or Jordan has listened to it. I
No,
think I think Kaylee, maybe Peter has.
yeah,
Has Mom listened to it?
uh, part of it,
Part of it.
part of it. Yeah, we're gonna have to work on getting her and Brenda together one of these days. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be fun.
Definitely, we'll have to bring them into the podcast,
Yeah,
but we'll, they'll probably only agree if we did audio only and no video.
yeah, yeah. Especially your mom.
Exactly. I don't know why. I don't know why she is so hell bent on not getting in front of the camera. She looks pretty damn good for almost 77.
Yes, she does. She's a beautiful lady. I'm blessed. But don't tell her I said that.
Hell no. That's man code. We can't do that.
There you go. So what else is going on?
Um, just work, man. Busy, busy, busy at work. Um, what else?
Let's see.
Just
We
waiting
got
on
another.
that final. I'm just waiting on the final firm job offer for my promotion. I haven't heard anything back yet.
Hopefully, that'll be coming pretty soon.
It better be. It's been like 3 weeks now since I got the tentative.
Well, you know how the paperwork is. It's a slow boat to
Okay, maybe
China.
2 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks on Friday that I did the interview for the job.
Well, that's pretty quick. You know, you do the interview, the selection process, the paperwork, go through all the channels and stuff like that.
Yep, waiting on Air Force Personnel Center to process the paperwork. And you did 20 years in the Air Force, so you know how they work.
Yes, I do. They don't get in a hurry. They're gonna take Monday through
It's a
Friday.
mystery.
So, but I'm pretty proud of you.
Oh, thanks. Just to chip off the old block. Who
Yeah,
knows
just
how to
like you.
turn on and off a microphone?
What's that button up in the right hand corner that I'm fixing to hit called mute? Oh, I can't do yours, though, can
It's pronounced mute, not moot.
I? Hey,
And you can touch the microphone icon all day long, but it won't turn mine off. And do not touch anything on this keyboard or on the computer, nothing, because you will bring this crappy little podcast crashing down around us. And literally tens of people will be sad that they didn't get to hear the episode.
that's right.
Tens of people.
Maybe that's hundreds.
Well, there's only 128 so far, so you can't say hundreds. That's why I'm like tens of people, because there's only been 28 this month. But it's been pretty steady. If you I'll have to send you the link. But since the 1st of May, we had 10. We had 2 the next day. On the 3rd, nobody. On the 4th, we had 1. On the 5th, we had nobody. On the 6th, we had 2. The 7th and 8th, we had 1. 2 on the 9th. 1 on the 10th. Nobody on the 11th. 2 on the 12th. 1 on the 13th. Nobody on the 14th. 3 yesterday.
Oh,
And
that's pretty good. That's
and
pretty
2
good.
today. 2
Yep.
today so far.
Well, we're going to get 2 more tonight as soon as I send an email out or a text out.
Yeah, but they actually have to listen. And people, if you are listening, we'd like to hear some kind of feedback, something.
Yeah,
We
please.
we have a web page. We have email. I think our email is let me pull it up. I think it's the 2oldfarts. Yep, it's the 2oldfarts with the number 2 at outlook.com. And on Gmail, we are, I think we're the 2oldfarts with our area code 210 at the end at gmail.com. The 2oldfarts 210 at gmail.com. And the 2 is always the number 2, not TWO.
And we're getting some feedback on Facebook, so that's good.
Yep, and we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on
Twitter,
Twitter. Yep. So we're on the
Sp-
socials.
Spotify.
Yep, you can find our podcast on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Deezer, Amazon Alexa. Let me see something else here. Statistics. Oh, so far, just this month, the majority of the people, 46%, have listened off of Samsung podcasts.
Oh
Next
wow,
up this month, 10%, almost 11 off of iHeartRadio, 7% off of an Alexa enabled device, and 7% from Podbean. Podbean, Podbean, Podbean. That's who hosts our podcast.
that's
So we recorded on Riverside FM and then download the audio and the video. And I upload the video into YouTube on our YouTube channel, the 2oldfarts210 at gmail.com. And then I take the audio and upload it on Podbean. And then they push it out to all of the social media podcast hosting sites, such as, so they push it out to, like I said, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Spotify, Amazon Music. Still waiting on Pandora, people. Tune in / Alexa, iHeartRadio, Player FM, Listen Notes, Samsung, Podchaser, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, Deezer, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Castro, Castbox. All of these places you can find our podcast. We are everywhere.
yeah, that's good. We
So
get all of that kind of locations to be on and things like that. So
yeah,
it's kind of
we
neat.
got a lot of reach. That's why I chose Podbean. And Rivers, like I said, Riverside FM allows us to do this, so you and I can see each other and post a video. And I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to get our videos uploaded to Anchor, which is a subset of Spotify. So you can see our video podcast on Anchor.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm learning about this stuff too. You need to listen to some podcasts. Probably start off with Joe Rogan. You might like him.
Yeah, probably. He's pretty level headed, I guess. Yes, he has some pretty good people on his podcast.
Yeah, so just pull up like you use an Apple phone, right? You have an iPhone?
Yeah, yes,
So download the podcast app from Apple, and obviously you'll have our podcast if you want to listen to it. But go find some other podcasts and listen to them throughout the day. Like if you're cutting grass, or you're doing some chore that mom wants you to do, because you have your phone synced up to
my
your
hearing
head
aids. Yeah,
your hearing
so
aids. Yeah, so just play the podcast and just listen to it.
that makes
Find
it
a
convenient.
podcast.
That's why I'm excited about getting these new phone X. It's supposed to be just a little bit better quality and some more controls where you can control some of the background noise and things like that. So uh, that's a big deal. That a lot of times when you listen to you get something over the phone and it comes into hearing aids, if somebody's talking to you, you can only hear one person. Yeah, then you
Oh
got
yeah,
so it makes it kind of a challenge, but it beats the alternative.
right. So, do you want to see if we want to do something on Sunday, or do you just want to record the podcast after the show and maybe do something the following Sunday?
Yeah, let's
Wait a
do
minute, the
something.
following Sunday or that weekend is Memorial Day weekend. So let's maybe plan on doing something that weekend.
Yeah, there you go. Now, we're also going to have a recruiting and a donation process at the Walmart, the neighborhood Walmart at Shanefield and 1604 for our Disabled American Veterans Post. So if anybody's
When is that?
listening, it's going to be June 5th, the day before your mom's birthday. It's on a Sunday, first Sunday in June. So uh, give a shout out to all of our disabled American veterans friends out there and veterans for especially this Memorial Day. Uh, thank all of our veterans who sacrificed everything for us. Uh,
Cool, awesome.
sometimes I think people forget what Memorial Day is all about. It's not for us. That's Veterans Day. Memorial Day is we need to be thinking all those folks who sacrificed and gave everything, gave their all for us, so we can do what we're doing right now and having the fun,
Absolutely,
enjoying the things that we're doing. So,
absolutely. You need to be thankful for everybody,
yep,
including their families.
especially the families. That's the sad part of about the military service. The spouses and the children or significant others don't get the credit that they deserve. Because when you and I were off doing our tours in Afghanistan or Vietnam or wherever, guess who's holding down the fort?
Our wives,
That's right. Guess who's
or
guess?
husbands and significant others. Yeah,
Yep. Uh, your mom
single
was
parent
taking care of
duties.
you that first year when I was in Vietnam, and that's
Yeah, and Mackenzie was just 2 years old when I left. Um, let's see, she was born in '03. I left in '05. She turned 2 when I deployed. So she
yeah,
was 2 for the whole time that I was
it's a
gone.
whole year. Then, they're holding down the fort. They're raising the family. They're buying their groceries. They're cleaning the house. They're doing all that kind of stuff. Plus, taking care of us. They're talking to us and they're giving us the support that we need so we can continue on doing what we're doing.
I think she was
Spouses,
in first grade when I went to Afghanistan.
yeah, spouses just don't get the credit that they deserve.
Nope, they damn sure don't get enough
So, so
or
when you
appreciation.
when you think of better, make sure you think their spouse or significant other and their parents and grandparents who supported them. But most of all, this Memorial Day, let's make sure we give our thoughts and prayers for those who sacrificed it all for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, on that serious note, we've been at this for 25 and a half minutes. It's probably a good time to say our fairly wells, wrap this thing up, and so I can get it out the door and in the can. What do you think,
Sounds
old
like
man?
sounds like a winner to me. And well, I'll see you tomorrow night when we have our executive meeting for our DAV chapter. So
Roger that.
and we'll continue to do the things we can do to help any vets out there.
Absolutely. And we want to hear from you people because I need to shut this old man down. He is not the better looking of the two. He's technologically challenged. So we need to make fun of him. Maybe get him a funny T-shirt or something.
Hey, what's it say? That big
I don't
old
know.
big owl on it says "Roll Tide."
All right, what's this say?
It says the Who.
That's right. They're a Mongolian heavy metal band from Mongolia. So check them out, people. The Who, H-U, not the old
WHO.
band, The Who, the WHO. This is The Who, a Mongolian heavy metal band. I saw them
All right.
open up for Volbeat last year. Check them out. They're badass. All right, everybody.
All
That's
right.
all the time we have for this week's The Two Old Farts Out and About podcast. We will be coming back at you in another week or two with another podcast as long as he doesn't screw it up. So cross your fingers. Don't hold your breath. Say your prayers
Yeah, say a lot of prayers.
that he don't kill me when we go out Saturday night.
All right.
All right. You know how to say goodbye? Do you know end this thing with hit the hang up leave button right down there in that corner?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. Well, we'll find out in a minute. See
Yeah,
ya.
don't screw this up. All right.
All
Love you.
right. Love you too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.